very easily what I'm talking about. These vessels are not in the chest anymore, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now they're not in the arm either, right? So this is the axillary region. So we got subclavian. Let's just do the veins. We got radial vein, turning into brachial vein, turning into axial vein, turning into subclavian vein once we get back inside. All right, and that's all spelled out here. We've also got the arteries coming out subclavian. We got axillary because we're not in the chest and we're not in the arm yet, so that's axillary artery right there. Right there, okay. That's going to be your subscapular artery right there, coming off it, going down here behind the scapula. We go this way with the axillary artery. Once we get into the arm, which I'd say we're not into it until we get right there, and then we're in the brachial. Brachial is going to go all the way to the elbow, and then from the elbow we're going to imagine, but here it is, the radial artery on the top. So your hands like this, radial bones here, radial arteries on top, ulnar's here, ulnar artery here. So the brachial artery goes to the elbow, and then we got radial artery and ulnar artery down here. On the way back, ulnar vein, radial vein, going into the brachial vein, into the axillary vein, into the subclavian. Okay? Down here, you can see that what I was talking about. Here's our descending aorta, which would make this vessel what? Nope. Inferior mesenteric, right? Which means that the gonadal should be above that, right? Between inferior mesenteric and renal. So there, right there, is a gonadal. Okay, and this, since this is a female, taking a peek, maybe a male, huh? Let's see a fallopian tube. Either way, if it's a male, it's going to go all the way outside and go to the testicles, outside in the scrotum. If it's a female, it's going to go right to the ovary. Okay, so gonadals. But what I was going at was this right here. We come down, this is descending aorta. It finally ends in external aorta. I mean external iliacs here. External iliacs. Then you have that little median sacral, and you have your internal, which didn't take the dye very well. See how they're not red? But that's your internals there. So it's descending aorta going right to the externals in the cat. And that external, if we follow it on down, it goes right into the leg and becomes the femoral. Femoral will go to the knee, become the popliteal. Popliteal will go just slightly below the knee and turn into anterior and posterior tibial arteries. Right? The saphenous, see how superficial this vein is here? So it's like you don't have to even dissect to get to it. That's your saphenous vein. That's a real superficial one. And on the cat over here, you don't see it, but we've got a cephalic vein up here on the top part of the arm, and we got a basilic on the sort of the inside superficial of the arm, and they go across the middle here, the cubital fossa right here, and connect by the median, which we probably won't be able to find on the cat very much. So what I really want you to find is, I want you to find subclavian and go from subclavian to axillary, axillary to brachial, and then you can start seeing the branches where this is actually where it branches. So that is your radial, and that's your ulnar there. Everybody got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Your hair is.